Probably one of the most important pieces of equipment that you're going to have is what I call your Horseman's rope and halter. And then this is my stick that I use. Now, this rope and halter is going to be a big part of your horse's life. You're going to start out in hand schooling your horse early on, and you're going to ride him in this probably for his entire life. And I'll show you here in a little bit how we set this up. But here at the handyhorseman.com store, we're going to sell these, and I want to explain to you the significance of different things to understand why these types of this rig like this is very important, how it's set up. Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to say is a rope's just not a rope and a halter's just not a halter. It's got to be done a certain way for you to obtain the success that I'm sure you'd like to find. So as we start out, this is my halter that I tied years ago just out of cord, okay? And this is a piece of 12.5-foot arborer's rope. And that's very important. It's arborer's rope. It's not nylon harness or tack shop rope or cheap. This is a rope that I've had for many, many years, and I carry it with me everywhere. This is my rope. It's nobody else's. It's mine, okay? And I use it for many, many things. And I'll show you here in a little bit different applications for it. But this is a 12-foot 6-inch piece of 1/2-inch arborer's rope. And on our online store, we have for sale the same thing that's tied in what is called battle cord. It's made for the U.S. military. It's got Kevlar in it. And I will tell you right now, he's not going to get out of it and he's not going to break it. Okay? And I'd say it's like 8 millimeter. And I've got a friend up the road here that hand ties these for me. And I just want to tell you, there's a whole lot of effort that goes into this to make sure that this halter fits correctly on a horse's head. Now, you can buy these halters and made overseas somewhere, or by some folks that don't even know which side of the horse it goes on, and it doesn't fit right. Those foreign-made halters just do not fit right. These halters are made very precision to fit on that horse's head, just like it's supposed to be. And we make it in different models, where we have one model that has what I call lunge rings, where when you lunge your horse, it'll pull to one side or the other. That allows you to control that horse a little better in lunging. This is just a standard halter here, a standard size. We're going to make them in standard, small, and then large draft size, but then also I'm going to get him to make some in pony size. Okay, so most of them are probably going to be in black, but we got all kinds of different colors we can make them in. But we're going to have black is our primary color, and then our ropes, it kind of depends on my supplier. Sometimes they come in all different colors. So this would be our standard color. I've got them in orange and white, and you'll see in our store that we've got different selections of colors. But this is something that is a necessity for you to have. If you're going to proceed successfully in horsemanship and do things in a safe, correct way, you got to have a setup like this, okay? And then here, this is the stick I use. This stick is tapered, where it's thin on one end and thick on the other, and it's light, okay? Now you see guys running around, they've got a string hooked on here, and they're slapping the ground with that string, and they're doing this and that. I don't do that. What I do is I go down to Goodwill or somewhere, and I find a scarf, like a nylon scarf that some old lady's been wearing to church for the last 20 years. And it's light, and it doesn't absorb moisture. It's like a nylon or silk type. And so I want to move my horse with just lightness, with that flag, just like this. So we have the sticks for sale, but I don't have the piece of cloth. You're going to have to find your own piece of cloth. But We'll sell you the stick and the halter and the rope. And I just wanted to show you my stick of how I've got it set up. I just tie that through the end of my stick, okay? So I can correct my horse. I can get him to where he'll just move right off the softness of that flag. When I lunge him, I can hold my flag like this, means trot. Drop it means walk. Pick it up means canter, okay? So I use that as a signal. And seldom will you see me without my stick in my hand, because I'm always controlling and moving stock and cattle around, or horses, with my stick. But it's an important tool, and you need something like this to have. And when you're lunging your horse, we'll show you here in a little bit how you use this stick as a tool. It's just an extension of your arm. We're not going to punish him with it. We're not going to hit him with it. We're not going to make it to where he's afraid of it. We want it to where he understands that this is part of our procedure and he needs to feel comfortable with it. So 12.5 foot arbor's rope, and I think this is a 42-inch stick. Very important pieces of equipment. I recommend you buy.